Boss of a new online radio station for Nottingham says he hopes to give thousands of city residents a voice. Insite Radio is now broadcasting from a studio in Peveril Street in Radford, and it's aimed mainly at people from African backgrounds. Station director Jacob Akopu says sometimes they feel underrepresented by mainstream media.
Insite Radio is only about inspirational side of the minority in the African community. We've had enough of bad stories and bad images that have been painted by the media of the black person in minority communities. Ours is to be the voice of our local community. We want to focus on what we call either the forgotten communities or marginalized communities. So the African community, the black communities, the minority communities such as the Polish, the Romanians, we are kind of marginalized, and so in that sense we also want to give a voice to those people that are the mainstream or otherwise not interact with them or give them a voice. Nottingham is our base where we want to focus, so programs will be done by Nottingham presenters. Events that we are going to cover are going to be Nottingham related programs. We are also going to look at voices of Nottingham people in our target.
When we come back,
Nottingham Trent University, working with you. Proud sponsors of Working Week.
On Working Week this week, the black African businesses making a big splash here in Nottingham.
There are a lot of people that want to really go into business, especially within the African Caribbean, but there is no place to get the information, the right kind of information.
And the family business that's cleaning up in the world of data storage. Oh.
For the whole business now we have 54 staff, started here in Nottingham. We also do document scanning as well as storage, document shredding and product recycling as well.
And you've probably seen them knocking around Nottingham. Not easy to say that, no. Knocking around Nottingham. That's the City Card bikes. We'll be finding out how it actually works. Hello, I'm Rob Pittham.
And I am Des Coleman. As you can see, we are back at one of our favourite places, the Victoria Centre Market.
I found out actually just now, Des, there's been a market here since 11:55.
Well, you remember it well, don't you, mate?
Here, yeah,
you remember it well.
Yeah. You know, the price of things was all right then. You could afford to buy a few things, just a couple of groats, and I'm going absolutely nowhere with this, but we're going to talk about very, very modern businesses in today's programme, and also the growing influence of the black African community on Nottingham's economy, and meeting some of the businesses that are growing fast here in the city. Broadcasting to a growing audience, Nottingham's black African community is on the increase, and the aim here is to give it a voice. Jacob and his business partner Kwame are running a media company that taps into the people who moved to Nottingham from Africa. They say the community's grown from 5,000 5 years ago to 23,000 today.
We film documentaries on African Caribbean communities. Any issues that affect us, we want to really throw light on it, and then we talk about it and then find solutions to them. So we do documentaries, and we also on the social side and business side, we do events, we cover events, we do parties, we do church service and all those kind of activities.
They also run Insite Radio, an online radio station broadcasting across the East Midlands.
Main aim is that we'll be able to also let the African and Caribbean communities share their thoughts on issues that affect these communities. And also, because we like our music, we kind of play music a lot on there, so that at least whilst we are talking about, we also enjoy our music, not forgetting where we come from. And then we do a lot of photo shoots also for other magazines and other show events. And they're all in this building anyway, yeah.
Now they're producing a video which tells people coming to the UK from Africa how to set up in business, highlighting the good bits and the pitfalls.
There are a lot of people that want to really go into business, especially within the African Caribbean, but there is no place to get the information, the right kind of information, and that spirit of fear into what is it in there for me in terms of business. How is it going to run? And the way we run things in Africa is different from the way things are run here. And so you kind of get scared into what is it in there for me. And so people kind of get scared and sit back and they don't want to do it.
Rita runs one of the businesses featured in the video. She set up a hairdressing shop on Peveril Street 5 years ago.
And the good thing is you can manage it by yourself, when to come in, when to close, because if you are working for someone, you have a limited time that you come in at 5, you finish at this. But if you are working for yourself, because you want to achieve a lot, you work extra for yourself. So, and I've got children as well, so they can come in anytime they want, which is the best thing. If I'm working for someone, I can't take my children there, and you manage your own things, so which is the best thing for me.
But it's not all been easy, and Rita's well aware of the downsides of running a business.
The challenges are you have a lot of workload for yourself. You think about the business every time. You can't really take a day off. If you are sick, you still think about the business. But meanwhile, if you are not working for yourself, you can take a day off. You can have holidays. But that is the challenges I'm having at the moment. You want to kill it?
The aim of the video is to encourage more people from the Black African community to set up in business, helping themselves and helping to build up Nottingham's economy. Meanwhile, Rita is planning to expand.
I would like to have open up, set up a lot of businesses around, have a training for young girls who I need. That is my the most thing I want to do. I want to have the business all over, at least some branches everywhere, and help the young ones, girls as well, those who want to take hairdressing.
And that's just the kind of thing Jacob's hoping more people from the city's Black African community will do too.
We want to train people in terms of media. We want to train people, especially from the minority communities, on how to do journalism. We are planning on doing that. We want to train people in interviewing skills. We want to broaden it and then bring the whole community in and sharing ideas, because I believe that when we share ideas, that is when we can go far. There is an old saying that lack of knowledge make people perish. When people do not have enough knowledge, they do not know where to get what from. And so I think that with radio and media, you can share information, and that is the only way you can move on as a community. Without knowledge, you'll be where you are and you will collapse.
Anyway, Des is a bit short.
Nottingham Trent University, working with you. Proud sponsors of Working Week.